Okay, question 7 says the Whiskey Rebellion challenged the idea that. So, very first thing you're going to do, think, what is the Whiskey Rebellion? Remember, the Whiskey Rebellion is where, after the Constitution is ratified, after George Washington becomes president, he has his Secretary of Treasury, Alexander Hamilton, come up with a financial plan. And part of Hamilton's financial plan is tariffs and taxes. And one of the things they taxed was fine goods, and one of those things was whiskey. The farmers that lived in the back country did not like this tax on whiskey, and they were very upset about it. And so they protested it. Well, think back to the American Revolution. Most of the time, when we protested a tax, that tax was repealed. Think back to the Constitution unit. Shays Rebellion happens because some angry farmers are protesting a tax, and not only did that tax go, or the taxes get lowered, but it resulted in an entire new government being created. So when the farmers start rebelling against the tax on whiskey, it becomes known as the Whiskey Rebellion. And with the Whiskey Rebellion, Washington sends in the US troops and says, sorry, you have to pay the tax. You can't just have a rebellion every time you don't like a tax. You elected the Congress people and me who created this tax, so you have to pay it. And if you don't like it, there's a way to change it. Elect new people in a few years. So the Whiskey Rebellion is challenging the idea that A, the federal government had the power to pass and enforce tax laws. So by Washington sending in the troops and putting down the rebellion, it shows for the first time that our new government, the new constitution, is strong enough to actually defend itself and enforce its laws. So the Whiskey Rebellion is the opposite of Shays Rebellion.